Hello everyone. Today we're going to be going over book 1 and we're going to start with the dedication, and I want to firstly let everyone know that this book is considered fiction, but it is in fact non-fiction. Let's get into it. This is the dedication and it's Hatton speaking. Tuesday, October 3rd, 1989. To my son Paul, who was given to know too much and understood too little. Paul moved into a higher dimension on March 22nd, 1985. Now, over 4 years later, I too can understand, for he left us with a direction and a purpose beyond that which we could see with the eyes. And to Spotted Eagle, or Little Crow, Lakota Sioux, of the ancients who poked and prodded, nudged, and finally demanded that I do my job, I know the greatest Oddessy has been the journey since the day he called me into meeting and said, "Go write whatever is given unto you, for it is you who must write this story." And to my beloved husband E.J., who then made it legible. It was to be a short motion picture storyline, which we now put to press to preserve the manuscript. It will also be a motion picture. And to one, Sister Thedra, who is almost 90 years of age, and who I did not know at the time of the writing, although she is named within the story. I do not understand it all, but I now do know the truth of it. And to those blessed ones who gave unto me the story and actually wrote it for me, I am most humble in their presence. For the gifts of truth and knowledge given to me since that time has been infinite and beyond my comprehension. My heart overflows with my love and gratitude that I might be chosen to bring forth such overwhelming substance upon an earth path. I have sorrow and weep for those ones who were presented with the gift of gifts to participate and did not see the truth of it. May they be guided in their understanding, for this was only the beginning of a fantastic odyssey of truth beyond our comprehension. I am truly grateful to Commander Georgios Saris Hatton of Pleiades, who has spent thousands of hours with me since the writing of this story in relentless training. Lastly, but ultimately, I thank God Aton, the Creator Source, and Isu Jesus Emmanuel Sananda, who did not leave my side, for the word must go forth in these days of transition. I live in 2 dimensions. I only pray that my work might be pleasing unto Him. To them I am Dharma. Darushka Mayard, which is the author. This is the foreword. I am Hatton, Kohan of this Chela, or teacher of this student of light. Much in the life journey upon the placement of earth must be understood the segments of truth which pierce the veil of your memories, each and all of you who walk this trail. This portion, which comes in fantasy format, is in fact truth in every measure. It's considered fiction, but is in fact non-fiction. Names have been changed for security of living individuals who would be removed from your life dimension where they located too soon. As truth comes forth in segments one can comprehend and accept it is most dangerous for those who dare to speak out. The life of this Chela, or student of light, has been taken 3 times just since the writing of this fantasy, and we have recommenced her live stream. We of the Brotherhood of Light, and we who serve the intergalactic fleets of and cosmic federation councils, come forth to bring you knowledge for a most eventful and confusing transition into change. The time of your projected revelations is upon you, and we are sent from our higher source to assist you and bring instructions for this final act of your play of third-dimensional experience. It was decided that we would first bring forth an acceptable storyline that would bear a particular message to the ones awaiting instructions, and the knowledge that the time of final instructions and countdown is at hand. It most surely served its purpose, and we honor all of you ones who saw and heard the message and responded instantly. It comes forth as a fantasy that man en masse can accept of the story as fiction, but the heart will know of the truth. Then we can move on into the truth of the instructions. Further, the entire story has not been enacted in your reality, but the truth is there to its smallest detail. So be it. I can only urge you ones who come into the gift of this small booklet, nudge yourselves into obtaining the information which has been presented in these past 2 months of 1989, for the veil is coming off and the curtain of truth is rising most rapidly. Excuse me. Your proof of the truth is all about you, in every corner of your planet. The time is at hand. No cosmic brothers come to you in hostility, for if you have attained a higher dimension with ability to travel through the cosmos, you do not live in such darkened transgressions as does Earth human. We come forth to discount the directed bombardments of lies which are perpetrated to terrorize you. We come hand in hand with God and totally in His service, and service unto you, that you can find your way, for you are lost and frightened. Please take of the hand extended unto you, that we might give you benefit, for as you have petitioned God, so has He responded in this manner. There will be trials and tribulations beyond that which you can imagine, but the way will be shown, the path cleared. We are come to bring you home to the Father's mansions, those who will come into knowledge. We bear no religious doctrines, for that is the bigotry of human, not cosmic truth, who knows no creed, color, or separation of man from man. It is a journey which will not be made without our participation, for that is the preparation promised unto the ones upon this orb. I will give no credentials for myself at this time, for I do not wish to divert attention to anything controversial nor contentious in matter. Read with love and an open, flexible mind, and truth will come within. My credentials can easily be accredited through the subsequent writings that can be documented in your earth boundaries of research. If you find nothing else in this book, you will be reminded that your world borders on destruction, and that life of soul and purpose of soul journey is forever infinite. What you do with your journey is your free will choice, for the decisions will not be made for you. No man can make the choice for another. Your brother can only help you to find the path. The promise of Creator is beyond time, space, or placement. So be it, and Selah. These things shall all come to pass in the time of this generation upon these lands, for this have the ancient tribes returned, and have your distant brothers gathered. Oh yes, brothers, the eagles are gathered. Where will you be? Truth is being brought forth, that you can prove unto yourselves that what I bring unto you is truth. What you do about it is your own choice of action. You are a most unhappy people who live in an existence of the lie. We give you opportunity to lift yourselves from the degradation and limits of that lie, up through the addictions and that negative impact placed upon you by those who call themselves your caretakers for you, as a people, have been sorely deceived. You have a time to become informed, really see that which is about you and about to consume you, and rise into action as the phoenix through the ashes into the new. Not new agers, into the new, as in truth. Do not err and fall into the traps of those who chant and would guide you by foolish mental games with your very soul at risk. Look around you at that which you have manifested into material substance, and is now devouring your very souls and physical beings. You had better begin to hear what the God of Source is telling you, instead of some self-appointed guru who has made himself a spokesperson for God instead of God. It is just you and God, brother, just you and God in the ending. This book was scribed some 4 years past. I write this on October 3rd, 1989. which in truth is day 48 of year 3. For you see, the ancients knew the truth of it. The ancient calendars ended on August 17th, 1987. You are already in the final days of transition. You had best get into harmony and balance with your Mother Earth, for she is moving, with or without you, into her higher birth following her labor and birthing delivery. It's she who calls the game plan for you ones, and it will be she who wins the ultimate game. Human becomes incidental, and so shall it come to pass in your time upon your placement, whether you like it or you do not. Heed my petition that you see and hear, for it is wisdom that looks into truth, and finds the pathway to deliverance from the befuddlement. It is the foolish who disregard the final lifeboat and discounts the final trumpet call. You can rise with the red-tailed eagle into infinity, or you can take the journey through the mire. The choice is yours. I give honor unto one passed from your dimensions, wind singer Gary Smith, who was given to pen music, which shall be utilized in the writings and motion picture production of I Am the Red Tail and Birds Fly Around Her. I will say no more at this writing, for his property is most carefully guarded. He honored God for his gifts, and we honor him for sharing those gifts. We also humbly honor Nick Eckert, who has contributed the sketches which are herein integrated, for they are from his own visions, contributed in storyboard format, and are only a tiny portion of simple illustrations which might make the perusal of the document more enjoyable. Nick spent years in the art of production of that which you labeled Star Trek. He has been given his own visions of truth as to the evacuation and additional manifestations which shall occur upon your placement. We honor him for his participation and his willing offer to share the labors when the time is appropriate for the actual filming of the story. We further honor one, Wally Gentleman, who has clasped the vision unto his truth and shall be given the honor and the most burdensome task of bringing forth the story in motion form, which will grasp the heart of the masses. He is a most diligent, dedicated, and questioning leader who demands perfection of himself and input from us of the higher planes. His shall be the glory of new innovations and a sharing personally with us of the Federation fleet, for we have great technology to share in this visionary production of excellence. He has been a great contributor of new technology in your motion picture industry, and through greed and avarice of producer and director of a most innovative and conceptual motion picture, was deprived of honor and recognition of a most revolutionary concept in special effects. 2001, A Space Odyssey. In my own humble opinion, the only really wondrous portion of the production. One day, man of earth will learn not to steal another's property, for in so doing, man diminishes himself to the lowest level of self-accomplishment. That which is hidden, stolen in darkness, and is most secretly perpetrated upon your planes is open and glaring in the higher places of the universe, and will always, eventually, out. For that which is sowed is cycled back into the reaping thereof. We dedicate this truth unto all of you who will pick up the dream and walk with us, that we might fulfill our mission. I am Commander Georgios Saris Hatton, and I salute you who will allow me into your presence, that I might make of this statement. We do not come in hostility, we come in love and brotherhood, for you are in most grave circumstance, little earth brothers. So be it, and salut. I am Hatton.